Hey guys, Zibboyeye or just Zib is fine, and today we head back into the world of Rec, aka Spain. Though as familiar as that setting is, the background of today's subject isn't. The first two Rec movies are often associated with the creative shoulders they rested on, Juan Balaguerro and Paco Plaza. Together the partners wrote and directed Rec 1 and 2. However, would the same be said for Rec 3? Regarding the possibility of his work on a third movie, Balaguerro had this to say: "I don't think that I would do it." Plaza reflected this sentiment: "No, I don't think we're going to shoot a third part. If the second one is successful, someone will shoot it, but not me." So the duo, as we knew it, would not return for the third movie. Well, kind of. Balaguerro and Plaza would continue to write and direct the series in a separated capacity. Plaza ended up lying as he took the helm for Rec 3 while Balaguerro would man Rec 4. As for the reason behind their split, Balaguerro explains, "We both decided to make Rec 3 and 4 and then end it. We wanted to direct alone. When you are alone, you have more freedom." Although I loved their work together, I'm glad they both get to showcase their individual creativity. And today, I'll shine a spotlight on that creativity starting with Paco Plaza, so let's say our prayers and look at Rec 3 Genesis. The story centers around the marriage of the Commonwealth Coldo and his posh bride, Clara. However, the couple is separated when the viral zombie outbreak crashes their wedding. Will the lovers reunite, or shall death do them part? The presentation of Rec 3 is special even within the series. The film opens as if you booted up a wedding DVD, nailing the cheap, cheesy vibe. The ceremony too is convincing. The writing staff had studied several wedding videos so to refine their imitation. Like usual, the cinematography displays a skillful use of the camera. Several cameras record the wedding, ranging from an off-white balance camcorder to standard definition cameras to professional grade equipment. The cameras are distinct, they're like their own character. But there's a perspective shift early on I've yet to mention. Closing the first act, Coldo has had enough of the camera.
¡Hay que grabarlo todo! ¿Pero qué gilipollas estás diciendo? ¡Para!
¡Dame la cámara! ¡Dame la cámara! ¡Dame la cámara!
The film is a traditional movie from there. The audience is pranked, the security of the series convention is yanked away. You don't know what to expect from there. This moment also serves to transition fans into the new format. And it does so in such a funny way. There's this intense drama, the camcorder had a death scene. But why shouldn't it be dramatic? The main character just killed Rec's very namesake. But the spirit of Rec's great cinematography lives on. The image is sharp. This is one you're gonna want to get on Blu-ray. The film takes advantage of its new medium with effective scares. But of all the visuals, the color grading captured me most. The plethora of hues pop with punch. This is by far the best looking film of the series. The updated presentation permits Rec 3 a soundtrack, a feature that is not neglected. I especially love the licensed tracks that I cannot play for you due to copyright. They kick in just at the right time and get me really into the scene. Rec 3 more than justifies its perspective shift. The writing is just as strong as its predecessors. Rec 3 bears a couple connections to past entries. The virus spreads from a dog bite, Jennifer's dog.
No le digas nada a tu tía. Un perro que en la clínica.
The apartment outbreak is seen televised in the background. But that's it, there aren't as many links as in Rec 2. Jumping ahead, Rec 3 impacts the following title equally little. Rec 3 is more akin to a side story than a main entry. But that offers a certain appeal. You can just pop the movie in and enjoy it on its own. And enjoy I did. The wedding venue provides several set pieces. The scenic variety makes it my favorite setting of the series. The build-up is no slouch either. The mass of jovial attendees is really a horde of soon-to-be killing machines. No wreck prior opened this early in the outbreak. It's great to see the virus grow to this huge scale that it does. The protagonists' resolve to reunite makes them strong leads. Their love is infectious, I can't help but root for them. The two also serve part in the narrative's irony. The upper-class Clara goes through hell. The ragged condition that becomes of her dress visually represents the character's journey. Meanwhile, the humble Koldo ends up literally her knight in shining armor. The use of costume as an extension of the characters elevated the film's wit. I suppose that leaves me to cover the movie's tone, but which? The romance is heavy, sometimes melodramatic.
Clara está viva. Estoy seguro. Y lo sé porque puedo sentirla.
The horror I expect from the series, but even so, the thrill is superb. The calls are closer than ever. On top of that, the film is more brutal than prior entries. We see a barrage of possessed lay waste to a bus full of children. I didn't think the film would take it that far. However, the violence is over the top to the point of comedy. The movie has a serious funny bone. How can it not with SpongeBob around?
¡Quédate ahí!
Soy yo, el animador infantil, John Esponja.
¿Será Bob?
Bueno, es que hubo un tema con los derechos y...
And sometimes, I don't know how to respond. Like this scene. Rafa, Koldo's relative, has just been bitten, leaving Clara the heavy burden. Was the fountain of blood necessary? Should I laugh at its absurd callousness? Or should I be sad that this character I've grown attached to died? I guess I did both. Rec 3's tone is like a cake where its several ingredients come together to make something completely new. I'll quickly cover the ending, so here are some short spoilers until the next chapter of the video. Allowing for the bride and groom's escape, the zombies are subdued by the sound of prayers, except for one who bites Clara.
¡Cago en mi abuelo sordo y en su puto sonotone!
A callback to an earlier scene. It's sneaky foreshadowing that I had forgotten about and got me again on my second watch. Of course, it ends well for neither Clara nor Koldo. However, Koldo's response raises a question I'll use to close this segment. Clara urges her husband to amputate her arm. Koldo sees the demon's reflection and hesitates before committing the deed. Koldo knows the vanity of his actions, so why does he see it through? Is he so desperate he fools himself into believing he can save her? Or did he do it to make Clara feel as though she had a chance? I personally favor the latter. I find it more romantic. But I wanted to pose the question to viewers, especially those who have seen the movie, what do you think? Rec 3 Genesis upheaves everything you knew about Rec in the best of ways. The found footage presentation that defined the series morphs into conventional yet great visuals. The writing in horror is better than ever, with newly added humor and heart. Yet, all these aspects that distinguish Rec 3 agitate many fans. For both critics and audiences, Rec 3 is the lowest rated film in the series on Rotten Tomatoes. Fans seem to pan it particularly for being so un-Rec. Little do they know, that's exactly what Plaza wanted. Plaza sculpted Rec 3 in the image of Evil Dead's Army of Darkness, a film flaunting the freedom of its franchise. Plaza wanted to maintain the spirit of Rec within anti-Rec. In that regard, Rec 3 is mission accomplished. It keeps what I loved about Rec 1 and 2 while revolutionizing the series' identity. It may have paid the price for its experimentation, but its bold venture into new territory won my heart. I've been Zibboyeye, or just Zib is fine, and thank you for watching. Zibbo, bye bye!